back to my YouTube channel. I'm your hostess, Nimi. What's up? So I know I haven't been posting a lot, well, mainly because of the pageant, but since those are done, I'm back on YouTube because I decided, hey, what else is there to do? So, here I am. Anyways, to answer the question for those of you that have been asking me how the pageant was, well, let me just say it was hella nerve-wracking, especially being up on stage wearing a goddamn bathing suit. Like, I'm not okay with that, so no thank you. Anyways, it did help me get a lot of confidence, boost in myself, and to like myself the way I am. So I would recommend it, but I would recommend certain ones. So if you want the information for that, please do comment down below, or you can just DM me on Instagram and I will provide you with the details. Now let's get started in today's video on the Lizzie Borden murder case. This case has been a cold case to this day, and it's so creepy. That's the word. It's so creepy. Like, I watched Sam and Colby's video, and I will advise, if you guys are going to watch their video, which I would suggest that you guys should, because they stayed the night over there and there's a lot of interesting things that they caught in their videos, so I would suggest that you watch it. However, I will advise that they do have a lot of gruesome images and their music is usually very loud for some reason. So please be advised if you are wearing headphones, because your ears will probably end up bleeding. They do add a couple of pop-ups here and there, so be careful of that. Another thing is that I would advise, if any of you are high believers of the spirituality, to cleanse yourself and the space after watching the video, because sometimes when you watch these types of videos, you do end up getting something attached to you. So I would just advise just cleansing yourself, and I just did that because I was feeling a really bad headache come on as soon as I started on this video. So anyways, let's jump into it. So the Lizzie Borden case is about Lizzie having murdered her stepmother and her father. Her mother was hit in her head with an axe 40 times. It's very gruesome. If you want to search up the images, you can on Google, or if you're gonna watch the video of Sam and Colby's, it's showing in there. It's very gruesome and it literally made me sick to my stomach. So the reason that Lizzie ended up murdering her stepmother and her father was because she was afraid that her father would give all the money to her stepmom. So the murder happened on August 4th of 1892. And the person who was there and saw everything happen was Maggie. At least that's what's been told. However, here's when it gets interesting. Maggie decided to side with Lizzie, even though it's been said that, you know, Lizzie was the killer. So why would Maggie decide to side with Lizzie? That was very interesting. So even though the maid was present and she had somehow sided with Lizzie, it is said, according to Amanda from Sam and Colby's video, that Lizzie surprisingly was not the killer. Spoiler alert, yes, I just spoiled it for you. I'm not gonna say who the killer is. You guys can watch their video to find out who they predicted the killer was. But there's some things that are off, because even though that person potentially could be the killer, there's things that Lizzie did that did not make any sense that pointed her out for being the killer. So, first of all, she bought cyanide. Why the heck are you buying cyanide? The day of the murder. Like, I think she bought it the day of, or like just a couple of days before the killing. But why the hell would you even go and buy cyanide? That was really surprising. And secondly, her weapon of choice was an axe. Now, according to the video of Sam and Colby's, it was because her father used to kill pigeons in front of her with an axe. So her choice of a murder weapon was the axe. I mean, she could have used anything else as well. So this case has arisen many different theories, and there's been so many movies around the basis of this exact case. So if anybody wants to watch the movie Lizzie, it was created around this case. However, there's so many things that are taken out of context for the movie. So I wouldn't say you should believe the whole film because a lot of the facts have been changed within the video. So now, John Moore is Lizzie's uncle. So he came to talk to her father about business just before his death. So could it be a possibility that Lizzie overheard her father communicating with her uncle and she heard something that she didn't like and she ended up killing her father? Could be a possibility. At least that's what I think. Especially because it was in regards to business. And like I mentioned before, there's also the possibility of Lizzie having killed her father because she did not want her stepmother getting the money. Okay, that was odd. My camera just turned off. Like, it just stopped recording midway. And that's never happened to me before, so that was very odd. Yeah, that kind of creeped me out really bad. Anyway, let's keep going. So even prior to Lizzie killing her stepmother, the relationship between her and her stepmom was not good on any level. According to the statement of Maggie's, she said that she had just finished cleaning and was resting when Lizzie came up to her telling her that her father was dead. See, now I don't understand if Lizzie actually killed her father or if the other person, whose name I'm not gonna say, killed her father. It's really interesting. I would see that even after she was the one to commit the crime, she would go to Maggie and tell her that, hey, you know, Dad's dead. But on the other hand, I don't see her doing it. I don't see her committing the crime. Yes, there's so many facts that point towards her being the killer. I don't know. There's just something about this case that points to me or is saying to me that she's not the killer. And like I said before, I'm very into spirituality and all that, so let's just say it's the vibes. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today, and since my camera kind of shut off midway for no reason, I kind of don't feel like filming anymore. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys have any questions, please leave them down below. And yeah, give me an idea for the next video, and I'll see you guys next time.